All right, so what's up, everybody out there? How y'all doing? Artist of Strong Style here. This is gonna be my first time ever doing this, and that's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the New Era. So, what I'm gonna be doing now is not just showing the deck profiles, but showing you of how it is playing on a video game. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, I consider way better than Duel Masters. I mean, Duel Masters is still good, but with Duel Masters, it's not really gonna start off with the deck that you want to play. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, yes, you do. So it is for free. Download it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Dawn of the New Era. Create your username, create your password, log in. So then, there's Duel, Chat, Deck, Replays, Conclave, Store, Profile, and Team. What you're going to want to do first is Deck. Create whatever deck that you want. It could be a deck that you have, or make a deck that you want that you possibly have not played yet, but it's in the game. Make whatever that you want. Of course, limited. Create the make the rules that you want to do. If you want to find customized cards, you want to find that you can only play from the TCG, OCG. Look for the cards that are pretty much OCG, TCG, cards that are we know that are semi-limited, limited, banned, or custom, and there's also TCG / OCG, so it's both. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna be making my King of the Skull Servant deck. It's a new deck. Of course, you've seen all the King of the Skull Servants I've done. Now we're gonna do this in the game. So you type in on the search King of the Skull Servant. And there you go, you see? Type it in, the result, King of the Skull Servant. If you need time to figure out like what the cards are, you look on the left right here. Of course, the King of the Skull Servant shows, and then on the bottom right there, it has the text of what King of the Skull Servants is, which is the original of this card is the combined number of Skull Servants and Skull Servant in your graveyard times 1,000. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can banish one of the King of the Skull Servants or Skull Servant from your graveyard, special summon this card. So only if it's destroyed by battle. If it's destroyed by card effect, doesn't return. And then into the deck right here. Let's slide it into. I'm going to be using 3. So I'm making my deck now. So King of the Skull Servants. And just type in the name. It'll appear. Now there's going to be a different kind of version than all the versions I've done before. Or similar, I would say. So then, Moisai White. Moisai White. There you go. I typed it in. Moisai White. Moisai White's right here. And we're sliding it in because I am using 3. Skull Servants. Skull Servant. There's 3. White Lord right here. Now in the game, I don't know why it's called White Sworn. I wish it was called White Sworn instead, but no. For us, it's called White Lord. But in the game, it's you see right here, White Lord. But if you look on the left, it says White Sworn. That would have been a cool, more better name to name it as, but oh well. White Baking. And here we go. 3 of them. White Prince. And then I am using White Princess, so right here too. Except, okay, have you seen how other deck profiles, what players have made of this King of Skull Servant deck? Of course, they use like a 60 card deck, right? So you would have like three of each copies. No, for me, I'm gonna make this as it's only like 45 cards. Yes, it may seem like, okay, that's pretty crazy, right? Using a King of the Skull Servant deck, you're gonna be milling so many cards, and you're only using 45 cards. Well, actually, no. It might be a bit different for me. So White Princess, they would possibly use like three. I'm only using one. One White Princess is the only White Princess I would use one, not three. The Lady in White. There we go. And three of them. And then, yeah, I'm close to, yeah, if you want to get close to one of your cards, just be on one of your cards and it shows of what your cards are and what the effects are. So the Lady in White and then White Mirror. See, White Mirror? Only one White Mirror. See? Now, I was trying Mizuki's, but I don't think you really need Mizuki's in here because that's just to bring out one monster and you're bringing out King of the Skull Servants. But there are other ways to bring this out easily. So, 23 monsters, right? Now, okay, there's gonna be another in here, and it's not a Skull Servant. It is Lava Golem. See, this is the actual one from anime. We can't. It's banned. We can't use them. I wish you could. So we have to use the actual one. I wish you could, but no, you can't. So I decided to try Lava Golems in here. So yeah, 25 cards. Now, okay. Okay, I guess I spelled that wrong. Okay, so back to white. White Reanimator. Okay, in the game it's called White Master, but no, it's White Reanimator. See, I'm making the deck now. We're just sliding in the cards. Forbidden Droplet. Dust. Harpy's Feather Duster. Now you see right here, they have different kind of versions of, well, different artwork of what Harpy's Feather Duster is. Here's the original one. Here's our way, the new artwork, and then here's a new artwork of Harpy's Feather Duster. Of course, I wish you could use the one in the anime, but no, we can't. So I like this version better. So I would go with this Harpy's Feather Duster. This artwork of Harpy's Feather Dusters. And yeah, this show there on the left side, one, because yeah, we'll only allow one. Raigeki, oh my, okay, there are so many Raigekis. See, this is like the custom ones. That must be from an anime. The True Power of Britannia, I don't know that one. I don't know this. I don't know that. Okay, and then yeah, it just says right here, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Yes. See? Nice versions. But I'm just gonna go with, okay, this is the version we have. This is a new version, I believe. Yeah, you can buy also, but it might be a bit pricey. But yeah, in the game, okay, I don't have this version of Raigeki, but I like this version, so I'm just gonna go with that version of Raigeki. Well, artwork I would call it then. Artwork, yeah. Foolish Burial. And then right here, one, because we're only allowed one. This is the one we have. This is the anime one. And then I like the one with the cross, so I'm gonna go with the one with the cross of Foolish Burial. Card Destruction. Now this one takes a while for me to find. When I go one for one, you see there's like 1,939 cards of. See, like, yeah, even if you want to make Exodia, look, it's the original, like, Japanese way of how they made Exodia. If you wanted to play, Exodia. So, yeah, make an Exodia deck. And look at all these cards. The Earthbound Immortals. I gotta go all the way down to where the cards are. Oh my god, look at Slifer. Crazy, huh? Yeah. You can just make these automatically. The Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Okay. I just swear, yeah. A lot of people, they create their own type of ways and they put it into the game. So I have to slide all the way down. Oh god, okay. So that's like the only way you're gonna find it. From what I remember, it takes a while to find one for one. See all these monsters, all these monsters. Where are we now? Okay. One for one. Let's find you. Soul Charge, Bandit, Dark Ruler No More, Card of Demise, Rank Up, Soul Charge, Rank Up, no, Monarch Storm Forth, no. Yeah, it did click one for one, but it's not going to show one for one. You have to find it. These are trap cards now. Okay, I have to go back to the magic cards. Ah, here we go. One for one. Now you see that they have two different art types of it. I like this version of the art type. This one for one compared to the one for one we have. No doubt, yeah, these came out also, but you know, I don't have them, but I have it in the game. So that one for one. Monster Reborn. See again, the Monster Reborn we have. This version of Monster Reborn I like. You can get those too. Now trap cards, okay. Destructive Drama Karma Cannon. I'm gonna try these out now. I put these in the deck now. Because how I made this deck, you go a bit more faster. And then the only reason why you want to put these cards in is just to save yourself for at least possible one turn. Because remember, you have low, these monsters are low attackers. The only way King of the Skull Servants will be a high attack is by for how many Skull Servants you have in your graveyard. Now, all of them are considered Skull Servants. They may be called White Prince, White Baking, but when they're graveyard, they are called Skull Servants. So you see 43 cards in the deck. It's not 60, it's 43. Now, okay, let's go with the extra deck now. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I don't know why in the game, but look at Linkuriboh. It's banded. So I guess in this game, it's still banded, Linkuriboh. But okay, fine. If I can't play Linkuriboh, fine. Relinquished? Oh boy, that looks like crazy relinquished. But it's relinquished anima is what I'm putting in. Relinquished anima. Avenged Savior. Oop, spelled it wrong. Well, okay, no, that's a lot of 13,000. Okay, let's spell Little Knight instead. Sometimes you don't really have to spell the actual thing, like SP Little Knight, just spell out Little Knight. Because it is one, SP Little Knight is what I'm using. Brute Enforcing. Now these cards I don't really depend on a lot, but if you need to make them, I will make them. Vampire Sucker. Okay, that's a little different kind of a vampire sucker, but I would go with this version because it looks like a vampire to me. That's like what is this? Doesn't even look like a vampire. No, not okay, not spelled that way. IP Masquerena. This is like a new version of IP Masquerena. I'll just go with that one. Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn. Vampire Fascinator. And of course, yeah, you are possibly never gonna make this, but I would just have it in. The Underworld Goddess of the Closed Worlds. Yeah, it's a 5, so there's really like no way you're gonna make a 5, but why not just have it in just for the hell of it? So yeah, I have my deck. See, and okay, of course they would have these cards in Dual Master, but you possibly have to, buy them using actual real money, to slide it in from, your credit card, whatever. But you're not really gonna start anything like this compared to what I really want to do, and then just create the name. So King of the Skull Servant. Save it or save as. There we go. And there we go. King of the Skull Servants. Let's get onto a duel. Now you can go single player or player versus player, which means yeah, you can go against like so many players. Rather you want to be in a tournament, you want to play against people that are ranked or unranked. Or since I'm barely trying this out, okay, yeah, if you're gonna just play player, you can school test yourself, you can play puzzles, you can go against a dueling robot. Now look at the dueling robot right here. Look up how many decks you could possibly try to go against. There's like so many. You want to make the rules, rather you want to play an actual match, a single duel. create the life points. You can go up to 10,000 life points, but no, it's a regular 8,000 we're doing. The starting hand, of course, the rules right here, 5, or make up your own rules. You want to start off with 15 cards? No, that's not really what you want to do. Cards per draw, yes. By 3 minutes, everyone has to make a move. No one's going to shuffle. You don't even have to play against these decks. You can play against an actual player. Well, character. You want to play against Yugi's deck, Joey's deck, Kaiba's deck. No, I forgot who that dude is, but okay. I'm going to go against a Blackwing deck. Duel. We got the rules right here. Allow TCG, OCG. I'm fine with that. Which means, like, yeah, your opponent's possibly going to be able to... I'm going to let my opponent play some bandit cards, which I really don't care. Am I ready to go? Ready? King of the Skull Servant's deck is my deck. Ready. We're going to get into a duel now. Do I want to go second or do I want to go first? I'll go second. And here we go. Blackwings already. Let's go with set. I'll set. Foolish Burial. White Prince. Send away. Do I want to activate an effect? Yes, I do. Which is White Prince's effect. So I throw away Skull Servant and a Lady in White. Send them into the graveyard. Next, you can normal summon, set, or activate. Now you see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 through 12. You would click up to 4 because that's how many cards you could throw away from White Lord. But yeah, the effect of throwing away 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I get in here? So whites, so 2 Lady in Whites, White Prince. Okay. Let's go with I will normal summon White Baking. Special summon a relinquished anima. Send that away. Relinquished anima. Activate the effect. Yes, I do. When White Bacon is sent away, any kind of way, I get 2 Skull Servants. So, King of the Skull Servant and White Prince. Now, the effect of White Baking, I must send away 1 card from my hands. So, White Prince. White Prince is not a once per turn. It is as many times as you want. So, send away Skull Servant and send away another Lady in White. Now, I cannot normal summon, but what I can do is activate the effect of Relinquished Anima. If it's pointing to where my Relinquished Anima is, I can suck it up and it becomes mine. And he MST'd it, which sucks, but that's what Relinquished Anima does. You suck up your opponent's monster. So Relinquished Anima, okay. But what I can do is, okay, I'm going to use the effect of White Prince, which is to remove from play White Prince and 2 other Skull Servants. It does not matter. 1, 2. And I special summon from my deck a King of the Skull Servants. Now there are 7 Skull Servants. So that's why King of the Skull Servants is at 7,000 attack. Battle phase. 4. 53 damage I did to him. Wow. Nothing else I can do right now with Relinquished Anima. End of my turn. Now, do I want to play anything? Let's see. No, I won't. Kalutes, huh? Battle phase. It wants to attack my Relinquished Anima. Okay, yes, I will. Destructive Drama Cannon. Put them all face down. My card's face down too, but at least it's for this one turn. Okay, flip it up. Go ahead if you want. Can I do anything to you? I can flip you once again. So you're back at 7,000. Normal summon my other one. Two 7,000 King of the Skull 7s I have on the field now. Just attack. 52 game. See, only 45 cards. Only, what was it, 43 cards? Yeah. And still, I was able to do this. Cancel. And then there we go. That's that was the duel for, of course, yeah, going against a Blackman. You can go against anything. So that was one deck. All right, let's try going against a dang so much. Let's try going against an Evil Swarm deck. So yeah, same thing. Single duel, 8,000 life points, starting on 5. You can only draw one. You only have 3 minutes to make your turn, to make your move. Duel. One for one, spell 7 more sideway. Let's see then. While sideway gets white baking. Activate the effect of Mossai White, which is to let me do another summoning, another additional extra summon, summon out White Baking, exceed in, link into, well, you don't really need to, but I'm linking away into a Vampire Sucker, activate the effect of White Baking, which will let me get 2 Skull Servants, so King of the Skull Servant and a White Prince, send away White Prince, then send to my, let me see, from my hand or, or from my deck. And then another from my deck. One for one, Skull Servant, and it lets you special summon one from your hand or from the field. I'm just gonna go from my deck or from my hand. I'm just gonna get the one from my deck. 6 Skull Servants, okay. Let's declare an attack. 44, okay. Dang, okay. Already almost straight like that. Cosmic Cycle, my Bong on a Chain, and activate Wabaku. So even if you threw that away, Wabaku activates. He cannot declare attacks on me, or I take 0 battle damage. And he just took that away from me. Wabaku, I take nothing. We activated Evil Swarm Bahamut to activate to snatch away one of my monsters. Now, set Forbidden Droplet, summon out King of the Skull Servant, another one, declare attack, and there we go. So that's Evil Swarm. Oh god. Alright, we'll go against one more deck and then that'll be for today's video. Because yeah, there's just so much you can play against. So it's not like I'm gonna be playing every single deck. So let's try what else is in. Um, I guess we could try Quillhort, which is, I haven't seen that deck played in a damn long time. Same rules. I always like to go second for Pot of Duality. He's getting Scout. Activate Scout, pay 800 to get a cohort. Okay, so stock price, increase it, okay. Hmm. Skull Servant from my deck, and a Lady in White from my deck. Activate. I have up to 4 Skull Servants. So I guess including itself. So 4, click, send away 4 cards. What was sent away? A King of the Skull Servant, a White Princess, Lady in Whites, White Prince, okay. Now it's only once per turn, even if I have another one. So White Swan, remove from play, special summon, compulse that away. You suck, dude. You're pissing me off already. You sent back my Skull Servant, King of the Skull Servant. You a dick, dude. Pay 800 again. No, I won't play Wabaku yet. When he declares an attack, I'll do Wabaku. Increase the attack once again higher, huh? Then I'll play it. Activate Wabaku. So first off, White Lord. I have up to 6 in the graveyard, so throw away 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Activating effect. Oh, so my baking is sent away. Alright. So I'll get King of Skull Servant. Oh, so my white princes were sent away. Okay, so let's get more side white. Because then I must send away 1 card from my hand, 1 card from my deck. White Prince, Skull Servant, and Lady in White. Summon up. 14 Skull Servants. Mirror Force. You're a total dick, I swear, dude. But then just revive it right back. So now I have 13 Skull Servants. You can keep on paying and bring up cohorts. Go ahead. Forbidden Drop. Dimensional Barrier. Okay. What did he choose? No, it was against, I don't know what it was. Either way, 13,000 attack. I have 11,200 damage I did to him. You don't have to save your duel, you can just cancel it. Alright, so this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn of the New Era. I like the game, it's interesting. Make whatever deck that you want. So you can go back to home, or I'm gonna go back to deck. If I want to make any changes, I'll change it up. But other than that, you see how King of the Skull Servants is. And yeah, did not have to depend that much on using the links. If I need to, I will. And yeah, so on and so forth. Now I'll show you more decks of what I have done and play for you guys. And I'll even show you some decks that I do not have, but you know, you can make anything that you want. So King of the Skull Servants, this is my new version of it. And I say this one goes a bit more faster because you saw how fast it goes. Most players, they would go 60 card decks. Me, it's only 43. And look how fast it went. And I was able to bring out King of the Skull Servants that quickly. Because way before I wasn't playing White Bacon correctly. I was just playing the effect of you can just save yourself. I wasn't playing the effect of that could be done also. Just like White Prince, except White Prince is as many times. White Bacon's only once per turn. But the effect of you special summon that. And you can get and then of course, yeah, send away. Search for two skull servants. Or mention as Skull Servant. So yeah, King of the Skull Servant and White Prince is the main combo you want to go with. Get these two from White Bacon. You keep King of the Skull Servants, send away the White Prince, send away you two. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 Skull Servants you would have automatically. And then King of the Skull Servant. So yeah, King of the Skull Servants. I'm going to show you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you some more later. Speak to y'all later. Peace.